Good morning, Fred. How's it going? Just trying to get set up here. Need to set up my new... Hey, Investors, good morning. Just setting up my copy trader here for the new Apex PAs. Let's see there. Save, run. Seems to be working. No, Investors have not tried Replicanto. I thought about it. Have you tried it, Investors? Yeah, that's a good way. Replicanto is a good way to do that. Especially if you use Ninja Trader or Trade of 8, I guess. No, I got a small payout this morning. Take Profit Trader. Good way to start the year, I guess. Just a baby one. So yeah, I got these new Apex accounts activated. I got 5 of the PAs. Let's see. I think I got 2 50Ks and 2 25Ks. Or 3 25Ks and 2 50Ks. So I'm really going to try to trade these slow. Micros. 2 micros. 1 strategy. 1 trade a day on the Apex. Win or loss. We'll see how it goes. They're lifetime accounts, so let's just see how it works out. I mean, I'm going to say 1 to 3 trades a day. Not just 1 trade a day. But I'm going to try to limit to 1 trade a day. With this one little strat I'm going to try, and then that way Apex won't have any reason to deny me. I haven't had an Apex account in, I don't know, since July. June or July. We're really ripping down here. Just the overnight. So we got a nice, wow. Yeah, it was a nice push up in the overnight. So we'll see. Since the new year, It's always a psychological battle. Starting fresh. Try to keep it light and tight, I guess. Ooh, that's hot. So I got my Take Profit Pro account pulled up on the other screen here. I took a payout, well, today, small one. I think it was with the fees, it was $400 and something. So almost paid for the activations for the Apex accounts, so that's nice. The wallet here. 426 bucks. I'll take it. First payout of the year. And I'm gonna take a payout on my personal account as well. I made $800 and something last night. And we'll see if I can see if we get a good setup today. Take Profit Trader, D. It's pro account, right here, D. I withdrew 400 out of it. Daily payouts with the Take Profit Trader Pro account. Oh no, D. Yeah, just a small payout. Help pay for the Apex. Good morning, liquidated. Help pay for the Apex activation fees. So. I still got to activate my Buellanox master accounts. What sucks about the Buellanox is that they're both on Tradeovate, Apex, and Buellanox. I mean, both on Quan Tower. And I don't have the trade them all at once. And then you can't trade them Apex and Buellanox at the same time anymore, which kind of sucks. But they're really coming down. Well, thanks for stopping in, guys. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a pretty short stream this morning. I got to take my car and get a inspection sticker. So yeah, I'm gonna really try to take it slow. Start the year. I'm gonna try to not do dumb things. Because to be honest, the last December has been a little rough for me. Yeah, Fred, Take Profit Trader is tough. I mean, I was pretty happy with the getting over the buffer. I've only gotten two, as you just saw on the on my wallet. I've only gotten 2 small payouts. Take Profit Trader. I'm hoping to change that. I definitely don't have my tuition back from Take Profit Trader yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, that 91% off sale. I think that goes on for, I think it ends today. So here's my shameless plug. If anyone wants an Apex 91% off, I got a code in the description. I don't have a cool personalized code like everyone else because they won't give me one yet. But yeah, I'm going to pick up a few more today just to have them. I mean, 15, 17 bucks, whatever they are. I mean, you really can't beat that. I'm not going to go hog wild with the 20 accounts or anything with them because, you know, I want to just see if my strategy is going to be okay with them. I mean, if you trade clean with Apex, you're going to get paid. But let's be honest. I mean, they've been a little questionable. But I still trust them. It's just you got to follow their rules and make sure you follow their. Not if you start going on tilt one day, you're not going to get a payout. So I haven't really been watching the markets this morning at all, so just trying to get a little feel for it. I think that I've heard some people say that the liquidity was kind of low and kind of chopping around. I don't know. But if I see that setup, I'm just going to take it, and I'll probably take my aggressive school run in the YM today. Have you heard anything about Blue Guardian? They have using Project X, which is XX. Blue Guardian. No, I haven't heard anything about Blue. I've heard of Blue Sky, but I have not heard of Blue Guardian. Are you using Project X InvestStars? I'm actually curious about that for Bulanox. The only thing I don't like about Quantower is that when I travel, you know, you have to have a good laptop and stuff to trade Quantower. That's what I love about Tradeovate, because I can literally trade Tradeovate. Well, I can trade it on my phone, but I can trade it on a Chromebook. You know, I got a $200 Chromebook that I trade Tradeovate on sometimes. You don't need any fancy equipment. Okay, InvestStars, yeah, so Top Step X, yes. That's good to know, because with Bulanox, I do have 3 master accounts with Bulanox right now on Quantower, so, but in the future, I'll probably switch to Project X for Bulanox. And Bulanox extended their sale too, 91%. If anyone's interested in that. And that code is Pine. Shameless affiliate links. Alright, so we'll see. So we're sitting on our hands right now, just being patient. Yeah, exactly, InvestStars. Especially if you can use it mobile. That's one thing I'm worried about today, guys. The wind is blowing like crazy, and I live out in the sticks, so I could lose power at any time. So definitely gonna have stop losses in place. I forgot to set up. I got one of those the sunlight type lights that's supposed to help with the winter blues, because up here where I live in Maine, it's like we get like no sun, and every year, you know, it affects me. I'm a sun worshiper. I probably should move move to Florida. I think Liquidated lives down in Florida. I should move down to them. But yeah, I got one of those lights, and actually I saw it on Cassinator on YouTube. I saw it on his channel. He had one of those sunlight lamps. Liquidated, a lot. Too many to count. Hundreds. Took me, so Liquidated, I don't know if you know my story, but it took me over 3 years to get a payout. I wasn't trading full time, but I was trading part time, and I was trading my personal account. Because back when I started, I didn't even trust the prop firms. The only one I trusted was Top Step. And so I only had Top Step for a while, and it was 2 steps to pass and everything like that. But yeah, it took me 3 years to get a payout. Hey Newts, what's going on, man? Took a small payout this morning, Newts, with the take profit. Paid some bills with it. So yeah, so I mean, I'm you know, oh cool, Liquidated. Yeah, I mean, we're all on our own journey. I mean, it's crazy to me, and you know, kudos to those people that, you know, get a payout in a few months or even a month. You know, it just clicks with them. But yeah, it took me a long time. But yeah, hundreds of well, see, I'm on 345 with Apex, just because that once they went to that one day to pass, I was sending them. I still send them. But I'm on 71 to 75 on the PAs, so not too many blown Apex PAs. And my funded futures, I've been going through quite a bit lately, but trying Newts, yeah. Just trying to be more consistent. You see, I switched to micros on my Apex, and I'm just gonna try, you know, 1-2 trades a day, win or loss, so that way they don't have any reason to deny me if I get to pay out. And I'm in no rush, because I'm gonna copy trade these 5 accounts. I'm probably gonna pick up some more. Actually, I am going to pick up some more before the 91% or the 90% off goes away. And probably going to send them at open tomorrow and see if I could pass a few more. And then copy trade those with micros as well. First drop in 460s, but the OB is not clear to me. Yeah. And it's a new year, you know. Kind of plays with your mind a little bit. You want to start good. But if you have a red day, just, you know, you don't want to let it get out of control to start the year, that's for sure. Well, that's my thing, investors. I'd like to be able to hold on to these accounts. But, you know, it's a catch-22 with me. It's like if I trade micros, then I tend to overtrade. If I trade minis and I catch a good trade for the day, then I won't overtrade, if that makes sense.
Order filled.
So I'm long on YM micros. I'll bring it over second. Sorry, I didn't show it. I don't love it, but we'll see. I almost missed it. I was looking at the wrong chart. So we'll see how it goes. It's micros with a Take Profit Pro account. It's just my aggressive school run trade that I'm going to take no matter what. So this could just take me out really quick, but that's okay. It's only about 30 to 40% win rate. So just keep that in mind. But I got over 4,000 points with it last year. 4,000 YM points. So my entry was a little late. I was looking at the NASDAQ chart. So kicking off 2025 with a mental mistake. That's always good. So I'm risking 112 bucks, which is manageable. Kicking off 2025 with stress-free micros. I need more screens. Keeping an eye on NASDAQ as well. I don't know why every single time you start Quant Tower it needs an update. Right in the middle of the trading morning. Still keeping an eye on NASDAQ. I forgot my pictures in the, might be in the middle of the. I think NASDAQ's rallying as well. ES is coming off its lows, so hopefully we can continue the rally with the Dow, but I guess I'll just keep it like this for now. Yeah, investors, for sure. But lately I haven't been trading well, so I really want to keep my copy trading to a minimum. So we're up 50 points in the YM. I'm still going to look for more. I'm going to look for plus 100. If we can break through this crap here, we should be able to go. So what really sucks about doing my style of trading with the intraday trailing drawdown is that, if I'm in too big a size, I'm not going to move my stops. So if I was in Apex right now with like a mini, I'd be up, I don't know, $400 or $500. There we go. Right at that resistance now. If you get a little more pop, I'm not going to be a dick for a tick. I really don't like that reaction there. I'm just focusing on the charts, guys. Currently up almost 100. We were up 100 points in the MYM. So, debating on taking profit, but I don't know. Trying not to micromanage too much. I don't on this strategy, investors. I don't, to be honest. I don't put a break even. I probably should, but I haven't back tested it with a break even. Never have, so. But I probably should. We got top of the hour coming up in 2 minutes. Yeah, new 4 hour as well, yeah. I was really hoping to have gotten that little push there, but I don't like that reaction there. This would look real nice if it was on a mini. I mean, we're only trading $1.50 a point with 3 micros. But like I said, I'm already over the profit buffer for Take Profit Pro, so I'd like to take it a little bit slower. Kind of feels like we want to roll over, but on the YM. Yeah, YM for us old people. I should have went with my intuition, I think. I think I was saying earlier, I didn't finish what I was saying, but like if you're trading intraday trailing drawdown with an apex, then you would really, you let a trade like this go red, which it could, and take me out, then it can really hurt. This is static now, just Take Profit Pro, so it's not as bad. But if you were trading a mini on this, we were up probably over $500 on one mini. And yeah, if you let it come back down and take you out, I mean, I don't know. My math ain't mathin', but that's a lot of intraday trailing drawdown. Yeah, that's why I don't like to trade this particular strategy with the Apex, unless you're trading, small. I mean, if you're trading 3 micros like this, I mean, you're still fine, but. Oh, ugly. Well, it's alright. I mean, if this turns into a loser, then oh well. I might have really mismanaged this trade, but started out real nice. You never know, though. But right now, it's playing with my emotions. That's for sure. Oh, liquidated. That sucks, man. Were those new Apex accounts? I mean, something I'm doing right now is, I sized down because, like I said, the last few weeks or so, I've been just trading like crap. So to build my confidence back up, I'm sizing down. I'm trying to size down. Well, liquidated, feel free to use my code. No, just kidding. I don't care. Use some small streamer's code. That's what I always preach. Just don't use the default code. That just gives Apex and Take Profit Trader and all these prop firms more money. This is one of those trades where I almost just want to walk away. Just to see. We were about 120 points in profit, and we did not take it because I was being a dick for a tick, I guess. But it's really bitten me in the past by micromanaging this trade, and now it might bite me for not micromanaging this trade. So it really felt like we were going to roll over, and we definitely did. I'd hate to take it off now and then it rallies again. Don't like that. Feels bad. Okay, liquidated. Yeah, no problem, man. I will. Thanks, by the way. Hopefully I can get a personalized account pretty soon. So yeah, that's I don't know. This sucks. Yeah, I think you have to get $100 in sales for Apex to be able to request a custom code. And Take Profit Trader and My Funded Futures, they won't even give me a code. They don't want nothing to do with me. Yeah, $100, yeah. In commissions. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've gotten a few sales on Bulenox. So far, I've made $12 in Bulenox. But I mean, it's nice to get those codes, or it'd be nice to get custom codes for everything, but I mean, I'm promoting them Like I'm promoting Take Profit Pro accounts right now with the payout and everything else, but they've denied me twice for some reason. But then I see people that don't even have channels have Take Profit Trader codes, so it's kind of weird. Tradeify, I have a Tradeify link too, but they won't give me a custom code, and they supposedly are going to get rid of small affiliates this year. So like My Funded Futures did the same thing. They got rid of all the smaller affiliates, and Top Step don't want anything to do with any affiliate unless they hand pick them, which is why you don't see many streamers promoting Top Step anymore. And I use Top Step, and they're still like one of my favorite prop firms. But My Funded Futures has been, it's coming on strong, in my opinion. Their payouts are so fast. You're talking minutes sometimes. I think my fastest payout with My Funded Futures was like 9 minutes. And then I tried to make a video about it with My Funded Futures, and I fell asleep before they paid me out, and it was like 4 hours. I had a stopwatch going and everything. And I'm like, oh yeah, of all times, and then it takes 4 hours for them to pay me when I was actually recording it. I told them about it too. But yeah, they're getting super quick. I requested this Take Profit Trader last night, and I got paid this morning, 7:56 a.m. So can't really beat that. So if this takes my take profit, which I hope it does, of course, but I don't know at this point, then it's going to prove to myself on why I didn't get out at break even. But if it comes back down and then obviously it stops me out, then I'm going to go, oh, I wish I would have got out at break even, of course. But, you know, my back testing with this strategy, I don't have a break even stop. So, and it's profitable over the long run. You know, like I said, it's only about 30-40%. So win rate, like 30 to 35 actually. It hasn't even really hit 40%. But generally I can hit like 3-to-1 trade on it. Sometimes 4-to-1 trade. It depends on the size of the stop. And my stop obviously goes below this 945 candle. So whatever the size of this candle, you know, that's how big your stop's going to be. So sometimes it's small stop, sometimes it's bigger. You know, this is a fairly large stop for this strategy, but it's okay. I mean, we're on micros, so. Yeah, it was like that Friday too, liquidated. Apex was so slow. How much longer is the sale? A few hours, right? Oh, you're right. It's just doing the Wheel of Death. Oh, 13 hours. They extended it some, so. Or maybe I just, yeah, so 13 hours. So for the rest of the day. Okay, that's good to know. So when I got my Apex payouts, I was just doing one trade a day with minis. When I was getting, I don't know, I got probably, I want to say like 15K last year with Apex. And then I stopped trading them in the summer when they started making people videotape themselves and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. But I was just doing like one trade a day, like $200-300, and then walking away. And Apex was my very first payout ever. Was with Apex. My very first funded accounts was with Top Step, but nice to get some continuation through the 200s. If I was trading a mini right now, I'd be super stressed trading this. Because you're just looking at your P&L, right? You know, I tried not to look at the P&L, but you always kind of, if you've been trading long enough, it's like you always know in the back of your mind what your P&L is. It's like even if I just put ticks up here, I'm still going to know where I'm at. But yeah, if you're trading minis, you know, you're up for $400 something right now. Just trading one YM mini. But it's nothing like trading a NASDAQ mini, because YM's only $5 a point. NASDAQ's 20, so. But YM can move. It can move some points, though. It's like you really know it when you put on some size. You put on like 5 contracts, YM, and all of a sudden you start clenching. You get that full clinch effect. So that take profit is not definite. And it's gonna really suck if we just chop around from this level to this level and make a range right at my entry. That'll really suck. It's like NASDAQ started to move a little, starting to curl over. We'll see. NASDAQ and YM doesn't always move the same. A lot of times, if ES, YM, and NASDAQ are moving the same, then that's when you really know you have a trend going on. But YM could be crashing its lows right now, and NASDAQ could be going to all-time highs. I mean, that happens sometimes. Oh, nice liquidated, yeah. Take profit's tough to get. It's that 5 days and then that mental barrier knowing that, you know, you can get daily payouts. Yeah, take profit's tough. But I'm bound and determined to get my tuition back this year for Take Profit Trader. I don't want to owe them any more money. I'm probably like, if I had to guess, I'd probably like 3K into Take Profit Trader. If I had to guess. And then I got right around $800 in payouts from them, so it's not that big of a tuition. If I can stay consistent with the daily payouts, then I should be able to get that back pretty quickly. But I gotta get my confidence back up to start trading more aggressively again. And this trade is not helping my confidence. But, I mean, it's okay. We're in the money. It's just... by trading this so much, I know that this usually would have worked by now. And I mean, in hindsight, obviously, we were, what, 10 points from take profit, and I didn't take it, you know? I don't know. It's frustrating. NASDAQ's coming down. I haven't been focusing on the NASDAQ. It's starting to rip down here. Starting to get a little bit of a pullback. Yeah, liquidated, yeah. Where's my data box here? Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out now. That was unfortunate. Oh well. We might get lucky, but looks like we're gonna get stopped out. $120 points. I didn't take profit.
Stop filled.
Stopped out. I knew it too. Oh well. First stream trade of the year, red, but so I think we lost. Let me pull this up here. $117. Not a big deal, but really unfortunate. Let's see. I'll switch that YM here. I just want to check something. Let's see if I screwed up. I usually trade this on the YM, so the numbers can be a little different. I don't know. We'll see. See if I get my handy calculator out here. Thanks, NetBaba. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm planning on it as well. Hey, it was a good stop out. Look at that. We're really coming down now. Well, that was really unfortunate. We were up about 117 points, I think, and I have to calculate it later. About 117 points in YM, and excuse my language, but it's 10 points from taking profit, and then I just said I didn't want to be a dick for a tick, and then we rolled over. Could have done that one better. Oh well. I really appreciate it, NetBaba. That's awesome. Shoot. And we missed our trade. Wow, guys. I'm really off my game today. Oh, I missed my trade. So for those that are just starting to follow, I have a very simple NASDAQ trade that I take. And it sounds so stupid. But it has netted me like, I don't know, I think since August over 900 points NASDAQ just by doing a stupid trade. And I can hear the buttons clicking off right now. But here's the trade. First inside bar of the day. I take a break of it. And here it is, right here. And I missed it because I was paying attention to that YM trade. And yeah, I missed it. This is an inside bar here. And I have it highlighted on my trade of 8 here. And I missed it. This would have been a nice winner. I usually go for like 60 plus points. So his 9:30, first inside bar. We had no news this morning. 10 o'clock news. I would have took it here. In hindsight, if you look back at some of my videos, you'll see me taking it. But so yeah, right here, 142 points. It's dropped from that inside bar break. Damn it. Oh well, I'm off my game today. It's all right. It's see, that right there is enough to make me go tilty. Damn. That would have been that. I was looking to take this trade on my Apex accounts. That was my very first trade I wanted to take, because it actually didn't work Friday. 2 days, the last 2 days of last week, it did not work at all. And so like the probability of it working today, was, pretty good. Last 3 times it didn't work. So, and since I haven't quite mastered how to trade it yet, but since I've been forward testing it, the max drawdown I had was back in October. It was a really bad month for the strategy, and I think you would have took a 263 point drawdown. But then, we've gone on streaks with this strategy where, last month was really good. We went from plus 600 points since August to 900 points. So 300 NASDAQ points just by doing this stupid strategy in the month of December. And we could have started out real nice in January, but I missed it like a bozo. Oh, it's real unfortunate. Oh, it's frustrating. Oh well. Let's see what else we see. This was a good long here. This is one of my strategies as well. I like to trade those Harambe candles. And this was a good reversal here on the 5 minute. Kind of swept the low of this 5 minute candle here, this mother candle. And there's 2 ways to trade this. And you'll see this pattern over and over and over again. So this is the mother candle here. Swept the low, put in this Harambe. You could take the long here, put the stop here, which is probably what I would have done. It can be a larger stop, but a lot of people will take the break of this candle here, this mother candle. So we put in the Harambe, and then they take the break of this candle. Now I've always taken the break here, and then taken profit here. But as you see, both ways would have worked really well. So if you took, you know, your entry here, you got a nice win. But then if you take your entry here, then your stop has to be, you know, way down here, and that's ginormous. So I don't really like that. Yeah, you can see it a bunch. So you can see it like happen here too. Came down, put in a Harambe candle, take the break here, nice move. You can see it on the, you know, on the shorts too. Here, it's another one. Didn't sweep with the highs though, but for the short. I like it when it sweeps the highs and lows the best. That's when it works the best. See, like here we're putting in a Harambe, but it didn't sweep the lows, but you could try for a scalp. If it breaks here, you could try for a scalp up to here. You know, you could. If you were trading aggressively, but because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It looks like we're gonna take out that, yeah. So we're probably gonna get continuation down now, because it's, see, like, yeah. So when we put in that inside bar here, then and we didn't break. We tried to reverse, and then it's failing, and now we're coming back down. So we're getting that continuation. So those are kind of like my scalping strategies, in case anyone was looking. Just my little insight on my scalps. Days like this are good for top step. Consistency rules suck. Yeah, for sure. I'm really, I gotta be honest, I'm upset I missed that entry. I'm really pissed off. Oh well. Now I'm trying not to like do any emotional trading, because, you know, I'm a little upset I missed that entry. Oh yeah, that big fat round number. Invest stars, yeah, 400 level, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, and that was right at where my entry would have been. Because I see I got that indicator up here, the inside bar indicator, and this was the first one of the day. I mean, that's not all the tricks in my bag, but that's just something that I've been back testing and forward testing, and it's profitable over the long run. It's not a very high win percentage, but it's over 50% generally. But you do get streaks, so. Yeah, the market is pretty wild. These are actually really big candles. I got it on 50s. Usually I have it on 10. Now that's a better perspective. I put it in 10s on the 5 minute, and this is wild. No, it's not too bad. It's just you got to be careful with your stops, you know, if you're trading 5 minute, right? But this let's see. So it'd have been close. I generally try to go for a 30-point stop when I trade this. So this would have been close. Oh, I'm really yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna move on. minus, let's see. So if I would have taken this trade, it would have been a 31-point drawdown. Holy cow, the wind is blowing. I feel like my house is literally shaking. The wind's blowing so hard. So it would have been a 31 point drawdown if I would have taken this entry, which is a little large for that. I mean, it's not uncommon, but the average drawdown is usually, 20. I got 17, 10, 27, 24, 27, 10, 10, 16. So that's what the average drawdowns usually is on that trade. So it was a pretty big drawdown. So I don't know if I would have actually. It's making me feel better. I might have actually got stopped out anyway. Because I generally set my stop for 30 points if I'm trading small size micros. So I'm just waiting for another setup, something that I see. Not trading too aggressively today, which is fine, but sometimes I trade super aggressive and I'm just not feeling it this morning. When you get old and you sit down, it hurts. I wonder if nice investors. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing 10, 20 point moves is like nothing right now. It's gonna be a little freaky. I don't know why my so right now we're just right in the middle of the pretty much in the middle of the opening range, right on the lower end actually. The opening range, or the initial balance, I like to call it, is actually it's finished up now, so we'll see. So I got the initial balance here at 166.50 and 444. And VWAP is just sitting right here in the middle, so we'll see. I might try to make an initial balance play if we get down there or up here. We'll see. But for now, I'm just being patient. Yeah. I don't know how many times that I've like missed a setup and then or not followed my setup and then like try to go on tilt or something. Crude oil. We got on crude. So we have inventories today, D, or are you talking about a setup? You're talking about the oil strat. A little oil strat worked good this morning too. Yeah, inventory, yep. Oil is just really rallying, huh? Well, I'm glad I cut my own firewood for heat. I don't have to worry about heating oil anymore. It's much easier to make money on a personal account with no rules and huge cushion to DCA. Yeah, for sure, liquidated. You know. Yeah, I made 800 something on the personal this morning, but you know, I've lost a lot of money in personal accounts. So I'm sure you've seen my short videos about it. Back when I first started, I lost a lot personal. And actually, like, I really think that prop accounts have helped me a lot. Because it just builds that confidence. You know, when you're dumping in thousands of dollars into a personal, it's like, oh man, it really hurts. But yeah, I mean, the goal is to trade them both, and because the prop firms are just a game, you know, to me. But the way I always look at it is, you know, it's like my checking account doesn't care if I'm cashing a prop firm or check or a personal account check. You know, it just doesn't care. So they're coming down again. Oh, really? Investors? That's crazy. Well, right now I have E-Trade, and it's horrible for futures trading, but I don't actively trade on it. You know, I take a trade here and there, and then, because I also have a Optimus Futures trading account as well, but there's no money in it right now. Oh, CFDs, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I used to have Trade of 8, which is Ninja Trader now, for futures. They are good. So I can't trade with Trade of 8 because I fat fingered a 50 lot on a personal account. Oh yeah, so rated for life. So I got in trouble with the CME because I was on vacation and I was using my laptop and I had a bunch of tabs up and I accidentally put a 50 lot on the buy and the sell, and I traded against myself by mistake, and it hit it, and they call it a wash sale. And Trade of 8 emailed me, and I was on vacation, and I didn't see the email, and till a few days later. And then once I got the email, I responded to the email, and at that point they took it to the CME. And so I got probation for a year for that. It was insane. I was like, I've done that on on prop accounts, where I fat finger a trade, and that's what I did. I fat fingered the trade, but it was, I think the problem was it was a 50 lot. So I had a 50 lot, so I don't even want to do it. I have PTSD, but so say I had a 50 lot up, and then I went and I had it here on the buy, and then on another tab I had a 50 lot on. I honestly don't even know how I did it, but I did it. I had 50 lot here and I had a 50 lot here, and it hit it, and I didn't even know it hit it. All of a sudden I'm literally on my little 13-inch laptop on vacation, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh what the heck was that? I heard that order filled, and then I look and I had no position on. I'm like, huh. I'm like, I don't know what that was. And then, they weren't. I got a letter from a CME lawyer and everything. It was not a good time. And it was so minor, but like I take that stuff serious. I mean, to be honest with you, I've never had a parking ticket. Little goody two shoes over here. And I was like, oh my god, now I'm getting like letters from the CME, and I'm like, oh my god. But they just squashed it. They just said don't do it again. That's what I'm saying, Raider for life. I don't know. Well, I have a large account, but I don't. Why does Trade-Evate? You can't. Yeah, you're right, investors. Yeah, say I don't have a parking ticket and I live in Maine. We don't. The only time I pay for parking is if I go to Portland, Maine. Like we literally don't have any parking. We don't have paid parking, nothing. But yeah. But yeah. So, anyways, back to my story is that I literally don't even know how I did it, and it's like, how does Trade-Evate even allow you to do that? Like, why would it allow you to even do that? You can't do it on some other broker type deals, but yeah, it did it. So anyways, Trade-Evate was pissed off that I didn't respond to their email in time, because I responded like in a few days, but I responded to the CME, and the CME sent me a warning letter, whatever, don't do it again type thing, which was fine. I wasn't planning on it. And then Trade-Evate compliance won't let me back on their platform. So I don't know. You have a Trade-Evate, live Trade-Evate? Oh, okay. Well, Raider for Life, it was on the MNQ. Maybe I should specify. It was MNQ. 50 lot MNQ. And I meant to trade 5. I was trading 5 MNQs and had 50 lots on the MNQ. So, it wasn't the NQ. So yeah, that's why I was just reading your 50K in the account, yeah. Yeah, to trade 50 NQ, yeah. Probably need even more than that. I don't even know. That's a lot. But yeah, it was MNQ. Some people don't know that when you're trading live is that you have contract limits through the CME. They're reportable contract limits. So if you're a large trader, like you can't go in without filling out large contract forms or whatever. You can't go in and, like, even if you have a large account, go on MYM and start trading 500 lots, even though you have the money. You can't do that. Like, you'll get you'll get a warning letter, or depends on how much you do it, but yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Rated for like, yeah. Yeah, 50 micros. No, I'm not to the point where I can trade 50 NQs yet. I squirm when I trade 2 minis on a personal. I can handle 1 mini on a personal, but I size up to 2 when I start to get uncomfortable. But yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't know is that, they'll say, well, I mean, if you're trading your personal account normally, that's perfectly fine, but if you make a mistake like I did, or you start trading wacky with your large lots on like a micros or anything like that on a personal account, there are rules. So, for sure, investors, I'm still to the point in my life, like $200 a day is a lot of money. So yeah, absolutely. 1 mini can change your life, and it also can wreck your life. So yeah, we're in this big range now, right in the middle of this opening range, this initial balance. We're sitting right in dead center. We're about ready to test the VWAP here. I'm really disappointed in not taking this trade. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, it's one of those trades I take consistently, but what I am proud of is that I didn't emotionally trade this after I noticed I missed it. I didn't just jumped in short, hoping to ride the train down, even though it would have been a nice trade once I noticed. But yeah. So a little on-stream jitters, perhaps, and paying attention to that YM, and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna chalk it up as. But that's okay. You know what? There's what, over 200 something more trading days this year, so yeah, rated for life. So yeah, so with futures you can't do that. Yes, in the same instrument. You also can't trade against yourself if you have, so a lot of people have, like I have more than one personal account. I have 2 personal accounts. So you don't want to get caught going long and short either on the same instrument. Like, so on one account you're going long, so you're hedging against yourself. You don't want to get caught doing that either. And the funny thing is, like, there's so many rules. Like I read through a lot of the CME rules after I got in trouble, and it's like there's a lot of things like placing orders around the open of like the New York Open. So if you have lots placed up and below, like, so for instance, like Alpine Trader, when he does his opening range trade, he used to place lots above and below, like around the open. Technically, if you're a large trader, now someone just trading a 1-2 lot, something, whatever. But if you're a large trader, say you're an institution, you're trading big lots, you can't do that shit. Oh yeah, you can't, right? Well, the only way you would want to do that, investors or something like, is if you got in trouble on your trade. So say I was long Nasdaq right now and it started going against me on one account, and then all of a sudden I'm like, shit. I'm like, this is really gonna come crashing to the lows. and then all of a sudden you're trying to cover some more, so you jump on another account and then go short or something. You know, that's the only way why you would do something like that. But I have no idea why someone would want to do that. I mean, I know people do it with prop firms, especially when they're trying to pass evaluations. I may or may not have done that a few times, especially with Apex, where you send one long or send one short at the open, and then, especially 25K or 50K accounts. I'm not advising anyone to do this, but you can pass a 25K pretty quickly doing that. Yeah, so that's, yeah, okay. On Forex, CFDs, yeah. CFDs. Okay, that's good to know. So that's why, like, CFDs are different. That's why they're that much different than, I don't really know too much about them, but I know that they have their advantages and probably some disadvantages. I don't know much about CFDs. But I know I follow Tom Hugard, and that's what he trades as CFDs, so. So we're rejecting off the VWAP here. So we had one losing trade earlier on that YM trade. We were up over 100 points. Was a dick for a tick. Didn't take it. I think our take profit was here somewhere, and we did not take it. It was like 10-12 points off our take profit. Came back, stopped us out. Really unfortunate. And then kind of missed my little golden setup here. I didn't take that. So now I'm trying to not go on tilt and do something dumb, because I'm pretty upset. It should have been, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't like to say that, but very, very could have been potentially a nice 2-win day. Thanks, investors. Yeah. School run strategy, briefly, break of the 945 candle on the YM. So I took it here. 945, entered here. I look for 1 to 100 to 130 points, which, you know, see if I could find my video, Fred. I made a video on it. I have my own version of it. It's was created by Tom Hugard, but I've put my own spin on it. So if anyone wants to check out it, my school run strategy, I put the link in the chat, and it's before I had a microphone, so I apologize for the poor quality, but it was just one of those videos I wanted to put out just to start to try to get some attention to my channel. But that's just the way I trade it. But the way Tom Hugard trades it, you know, is a little different. I just put rules to it, my own rules to it. Some Blue Guardian, yeah. Actually, I gotta get going pretty soon. I gotta bring my car to the shop to get an inspection. But Yeah, but I am gonna do more streaming. Like, it's something, my whole New Year's goal is to start streaming more consistently in the morning. So, and it's pretty cool that you guys are hanging out. I definitely want to get better at streaming, especially trading and streaming. It's very difficult, to be honest with you. Yeah, Fred. Yeah, these are big candles. I mean, you can catch some nice moves, make some money very quickly, but definitely some bigger, bigger candles for sure. Like that's in 20s right now, and like if I move to 10s, you can see. So like 10 points between the hashes here, the grids, and yeah, these is nice 50, 60 point candles. This is days where I wish I was better at scalping the 1 minute chart. For sure. There's a nice rejection off the VWAP here. Makes you wonder if we're going to test the lows of the initial balance now. Kind of feels like it. Hey, who faded me? Yeah. 0 day. He's something else, man. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, he's one of my dudes. I like Methodical Man as well in the morning. I think he's just a really kind person. I think he's a good guy. He's always willing to help you. He's always willing to help the small streamers as well. Like he constantly promotes the small guys. And it's pretty awesome. Hey Trading Star, what's going on, man? How you doing? Doing good. Oh no, Fred. Was he? I don't know. Is he streaming today? Oh, that just kind of sent chills down my spine, Fred. I don't know. I love New Orleans. So I just saw that news story last night. I haven't read up on it or anything, but I love New Orleans. I love visiting New Orleans. Yeah, I like Nutty. I like Investars. Yeah, Nutty's cool. Alpine, I gotta credit Alpine. Alpine Trader really changed the way I look at prop firms. I was just kind of listening to a stream one day, and I was like, "What the heck is he doing?" And he didn't have many payouts at this point. But yeah, he really changed the way I think about prop firms, because I would get a funded account, and then I would be like, I'd feel like it was like a personal account, and then, blow it in the next day, and then because your whole thinking is like, every trade, you feel like it's real money, and it is, but it's not, right? It's only real money when you get a payout. So like your risk, like my risk on this account, this Take Profit Pro account, is what I paid for the account, which was what, $80? That's my risk on the account. That's my risk on the trade, essentially. Now, I'm not saying, just YOLO and blow the account. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that mindset. So we had a nice call out there about testing the lows. Of course, we didn't take it, but we had a nice call out. So we rejected VWAP here. Looks like we're going to test the initial balance low. But yeah, so it's like, it's not real until you get a payout. And that's like, Alpine would constantly preach that, and he's right. You know, because what he was doing, he was turning and burning accounts like crazy until Apex kind of banned him from it during the opening range. Because the way he looked at it is like, well, my stop is the account loss. So he would do the opening range trade, and then he would DCA into the trade. And then if he got lucky, or not lucky, I'm not going to say luck, but, you know, if he had a few winning days, like 5, 6 in a row, then he would flip his accounts, and then he'd get a payout. And back then in the old rules, you only had to get to $2,600, I think, on Apex, right? 50K, and then you could withdraw 2,000. So that's what he was doing. And that really flipped my mindset on the prop firms, on how it's like, well, yeah, your risk is the account, but the money you're investing is the risk on that prop account. Now, if you trade a personal account, you know, it's 100% risk, right? So you lose. It's like, you wouldn't trade that opening range trade with a personal account. At least I wouldn't think you would. And then DCA until, I mean, if you had a $10,000 account in a personal and you tried to do that, then yeah, you'd blow it up pretty quickly. So yeah, that was just like my whole mindset shift, my mind shift of his stream, and it's helped me a lot. Because if you look at that ROI, it's like, okay, yeah, I go through a lot of evaluations, I go through a lot of funded accounts, but if you're getting payouts that are outweighing those, you know, accounts, then the cost of the resets, then, you know, then you're still making money. And that was his whole theory on it. Yeah, Fred, yeah, that's what he was doing, for sure. Rated for life. So these gold candles here, yellow candles, are just an indicator. It's right here. It's called LDT, inside outside bars. I have the outside bars. I don't want those on there, but the inside bars are just painted, and then you can just pick whatever color. And then obviously you can change the color of these candles just by double clicking on whatever color you want. You know, if you want purple, you can do purple. Doesn't matter. So you can do that. You can do that if you want. Whatever. Yeah, it's just a latter day trader in the community indicators on Tradeovate. No, liquidated, I do a lot. I mean, I'll scalp, like I was saying earlier, you know, like, this would have been one of my scalp setups here. Not really a scalp, but it's one of those Harambe candles. So I like to trade the Harambes. So like, this is inside bars is Harambe. But a Harambe technically doesn't have to be a complete inside bar. It's just if the body of the candle closes within this, what they call the mother candle, because Harambe, I believe, now don't quote me on this, means pregnant in Japanese. As long as it closes within this mother candle. So like this inside right here is Harambe. Of course, these are Harambe's inside candles, but this is not an inside candle, but it's technically a Harambe candle. But yeah, so liquidated. So a couple tricks in my bag is I'll trade some initial balance plays, some breaks, some retests, some rejections of the initial balance. I'll play some of those, the highs and lows. I usually try to scalp those like 10 points. I do have those mechanical trades like the YM school run trade, and and then recently I've been working on this first inside bar of the day break. It's very brainless stuff. Like, so if I find myself getting emotional with my trading, so sometimes I go through streaks, where you kind of go tilty, or you go on hot streaks, and you feel like you're invincible. I know that I need to dial it back, not trade as aggressively, and then just kind of look for those mechanical type strategies that are rule based, and that so that way I don't overtrade and do dumb things. Especially when I start trading evaluations. Like if I start getting in that evaluation mode where I'm trying to pass these evaluations, I'm trading 20. Very rarely will I trade one setup and pass one. Sometimes that happens, and that's nice. But if I start getting scalpy on a day, I'm trading like every candle, trying to pass evaluations, and I pass them that way sometimes, but I go through a lot as well. I really try to take the intuition out of my trading sometimes when I'm feeling emotional. But yeah, Apex is definitely good for scalping. Yeah, exactly, Fred. So like that's what I was trying to say is like, when I get into that eval, the combine grind is what I like to call it. So I get into that combine grind, and it mentally fatigues you, like trying to pass those combines all the time. And then, you get funded account, and then you're on a roll because you're passing these combines, and then you over leverage, and then do dumb things. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Rated for Life. That truly is the way to do it. And to be honest with you, Rated for Life, that's what I used to do back when I first started trading futures a few years ago, because you didn't have a choice. You had, like with Top Step, it was 2 steps, and you had to trade it slowly. You had to make, on a 150K account, you had to make $18,000, and they were expensive. You were spending probably $500-$600, and they made you pay for like professional data fees and everything else on Top Step. So, but yeah, now with like the 1-day pass and the $15 evaluations, it's like, I admit it. I don't give a crap about them. I send them. It's pass or smash. That's what I call it, pass or smash. So yeah. I think Apex Rated for Life. When I first started, Apex was around, but I didn't trust him at all. You would see Daryl in his dusty basement on YouTube. He had like a keyboard and a laptop, and it was like 3 inches of dust sitting on it, and he would have like a whiteboard behind him when he was starting Apex, and I'm like, I'm not buying any of those accounts. I was like, no way. And Top Step, I trusted, so I only traded Top Step. But I think Apex actually changed the game on as far as bringing the cost down. Just competition. Competition is great. Fast track trading changed everything to or everyone's doing this straight to funded. I know Tick Tick did it first, but no one really knew about it. And then when fast track trading came on the game, they went straight to funded, and then everyone like knew about it then. And then so then you got other companies doing that as well. My Funded Futures has their version with the milestone accounts, and Tradeify. For a new prop firm, I think Tradeify is here to stay, to be honest with everyone. I think Tradeify, I think they were well thought out when they started, and I think that they're going to be here to stay. I'm going to try a long. This is probably not a good idea, but we'll see. Definitely gonna counter trending, but let's see if we can just get a pop above this. It's a very wide stop, so definitely wider than I would want. For the stream. 0 Day would say, for the stream. Yeah, micro's gonna add up, especially on a personal account Raider for life. I mean, they can really add up. You start scalping with micros. I've definitely had days where I'm like, oh man, if it wasn't for the fees, I would have been profitable. Be nice to get a little pop. I was a little late on my entry, which normally I would have taken about 10 points lower, but we'll see. Could just continue this little bit of a downtrend from that 400 level, but these are pretty big candles. I usually have it in 10s. You can see it here. So it's a little wider stop than I like, for sure. That's a nice little move there. I'll take that off right there. Just nice little so that was just the Harambe play here. What I really didn't like was how big the stop was. So it was a good like 70 ticks or so. So not bad on these 25Ks. $70 on the 25Ks, but we got a trade in on the Apex, did brand new accounts. We missed that trade this morning, which was unfortunate, but a little scalp there. So yeah, I think Rate for Life right now I have 5 Apex accounts, 3 Bulanox master accounts. I have 3 My Funded Future accounts and 1 Take Profit Pro account, all funded. And I'm not copy trading on all of them right now because see, this is what I mean, guys. Like, all right, so to be honest with you, like my normal style, like I'm trying to take it slow because I think I need to. I've been just going through a lot of accounts lately. I've been getting some payouts, but really I'm probably like break even for like the last month on my resets and my payouts. So I'm really trying to like slow it down a bit by trading micros. But you take a trade like that with a mini, 70 ticks, that's a nice chunk. And that's where, and then I look at that, I'm like, oh yeah, well, $70, $72, on each account. But to be honest with you, like this is how I ended up getting my larger payouts, my $15,000 payouts, things like that, was by copy trading multiple accounts using micros, and then just doing that over and over and over and trying not to overtrade and just, grind them up. And after a month of doing that, you look at those accounts and you go, I can take a $10,000 payout. So that's the prop game, that I like to do. So I'm trying to build up some Apex accounts so I can copy trade them all this way. I think that's why I struggle with Top Step lately, because I get a Top Step account and they don't have consistency rule, and then I'll have a monster day. I'll send one mini for 100 points on the NASDAQ, make 2K, and then over the next 2 days, 3 days, I get overconfident, start over leveraging, and then blow that account because I'm trying to build that up, fast, because they don't have consistency rule, and I get the, I get the gold coins in my eyes, and I go, and see, look, and like, I'm gonna talk hindsight again, I apologize for that, but like, okay, you guys saw where my take profit was. It was here. It would have hit. Never even came close to my stop loss. So that's something I need to work on, especially while I'm streaming, is sticking with my take profit. Now, obviously, it didn't work with my YM this morning, but I was a dick for a tick and then missed it by 10 points. But yeah, it's just those little on-stream jitters, I guess. But yeah, that's just one of my normal setups right there. You know, we had this big flush down. So you have this big engulfing type candle. Starts to put in a bit of a reversal. Enter here. Take profit here. Because you know there's stops and orders just sitting right here. And then the stop goes below here. And you can just see it over and over again. You can see it here. See it here. You can see it here. Not as defined here, but it was one of our first inside bar setups. See it here. Yeah, this was what I was waiting for. Something like this. And it works best, like I find it works best is if it's the next candle after. You know. This is for new traders. This is just, you know, I know everyone has their own strategies, so, but yeah, this is, if you go back a few days, whatever, you can just pick them out like crazy. So, you can see here, big engulfing candle, came up, take this, you could take profit here, not a great one. That's kind of trending. It works better when it goes back and forth. When you have rotational markets, definitely works better. But yeah, if you just go back and you'll start seeing that pattern over and over again. This was a nice Harambe candle right here. This was a nice classic one. Get that wick above this giant bullish boner candle, and then yeah, nice break. Once we broke that, you know, just keep flushing because you just know all these orders are sitting here. Yeah, that was a nice trade. It was still a nice trade, 70 some ticks. It was still a nice trade. I'll take that all day, every day for a scalp. So something I've been watching a little bit, I'm not too, is these pivot points on the 15-minute chart. But oh, so Myth in his last stream said that he's heading out to New Orleans for Georgia Notre Dame fan. Notre Dame. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have his Discord. I'm in the free version of his Discord, but oh, okay. Yeah, so he's still in New Orleans. Well, that's good. He's safe, you know. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, I've been down Bourbon Street a couple times, you know, and they have all those barriers set up. So I was a little surprised, and I haven't seen the video or anything of what happened. I haven't really paid much attention to it at all, but yeah. Yeah, so anyways, this is something I just been watching, kind of adding to my arsenal. It's the pivot points on this 15-minute chart. You can see the other day, like, we were really bouncing off them and stuff. I don't know. Some people in 0 Day J's Discord uses them a lot, and they're pretty good traders. And I just threw them up on this chart just to kind of observe them. And one thing I've kind of noticed, as I have this 8 EMA on here, this is something that I kind of threw up there myself. And I noticed, like, you know, once you start to get a break of that pivot point with the 8 EMA, you know, you could potentially have some nice little scalps and stuff. I don't know, it's just something I've been watching. Markets change all the time, so, you know, you have to, I mean, you stick with your edge, but, you know, you constantly have to be adapting to the market conditions. So I always like trying to learn new stuff. Because something you don't want to do is you know, strategy hop all the time, because, you know, that's just no good. So yeah, so I gotta go to the shop and get a car inspection, but I appreciate everyone stopping in, hanging out for a bit. I want to do more of this. You know, I'm trying to improve the streams as much as possible. I'm using what I got, and you know, I really appreciate people stopping in and hanging out. Though we had one losing trade on YM on the screw run, and then we had a nice 70 tick scalp on NASDAQ. So 1 for 1 on the stream. But I know you guys are not here to copy trade me anyway, so we're just here to hang out, talk markets, which is always fun. So yeah, thanks for Rated for Life for subbing. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, you know, please subscribe. I have affiliate links down in the my description, and please hit the like button. The like button actually helps the stream a lot, because when I post a video and there's no likes, you know, it really doesn't get the traction through YouTube. But like, people, when they like a stream or like a video or a stream, then like YouTube promotes that channel like crazy. So the like button, which is free, helps out a lot. So no parking tickets today, Fred. No, I'm hoping I don't get a ticket for no car inspection on the way to the garage. But yeah. But yeah, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Use my links if you want. If you don't, it's cool with me. Use your favorite streamers' links, and I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe. Thanks everyone. Thanks Fred, Liquidated, Rated for Life, D, Invest Stars, Trading Star, all you guys. Appreciate all of you.